Yeah, so I'm excited to announce that the Outstanding Recent Alumni Award goes to Neroli Devaney. She's very interested in her own background and highlighting the voices of those who are not always heard in radio. I'm so excited that she's taking what she learned at UCSC and applying it in important ways.
This button right here takes the whole station offline.
Cool.
So don't press that one. So my dad was a DJ. He did a very experimental show that was like layering a ton of stuff on top of each other, but it was very popular in the community, and he did it for so many, many years. Community radio was something that I think as a child was like I already saw value in. When I went to UCSC, KZSC had an open house. I got in right off the bat.
Neroli was first a volunteer and then a member of the governing board as our hip-hop director and, founder of the Queen Beats show, which shines a light on femme artists in hip-hop.
You're tuned in to KZSC Santa Cruz. You're listening to Queen Beats. We're playing all women in hip-hop tonight until midnight.
In KZSC Nature, wanted to, give a platform to the underrepresented, and so I was like, what if I do women in hip-hop? It was such an awesome time to get to do that. I was exposing, hopefully the Santa Cruz people to all these new artists.
That still casts a wake behind it in that the show is still active as a collective, and since its founding, it's always been on our schedule.
Studio. And then that's, I guess, the continued article. And this is when we very first started. Sociology is an interesting degree where you're kind of using it all the time. Like, I feel that I use it in my day-to-day navigating the world, but at the same time I am using my time at KZSC hardcore. But this was when we first started Humboldt Hot Air, we were right through this blocked off walkway here. And the goal of Humboldt Hot Air is to reach little corners of the community and bring us into one big space together. It's just fun, and it's fun to share your music. So then for the DJs, something that I've loved about doing Humboldt Hot Air is we're really accessible.
That's why Humboldt Hot Air is so important. I'm DJ Jackalope. This is the Alt Campground.
Which is why we've been able to acquire over 60 volunteer DJs doing totally different things.
Heard a couple songs that, more or less have something to do with what could go on pizza. But when it comes to pizza...
And I feel so happy to be back in Humboldt. It feels really special. A lot of the people that are DJs here on Humboldt Hot Air were friends of my dad's. I get to be, putting on events and doing things with them and sort of serving the community that raised me.
Dan and Greg, also known as Vinny, at the hospital, at St. Joe's Hospital.
I'm just goofy.
Oh, sorry.
I know. And now,
They were awesome.
now she's my station manager. That's perfect.
Traffic jam.
Okay.
I think you have to. Yeah, give me a pen.
I assume Leo is just fine.